If you are in or around Lewis County and you're thinking, how's the real estate market? Is it a good time to buy or sell? What's going on in real estate news? Or what is there even to do in town? You're in the right place. Welcome to the Monthly Market Update. Welcome to the Monthly Market Update for the month of May 2025. Can you believe it's May already? I'm your host, Brian Castro, the Beekeeping Realtor, and let's dig right in. First, let's get into the numbers. Now, just like every month, we look at last month's numbers because this month hasn't happened yet. So last month, we had a median sales price countywide of $400,000. That is a 0.4% decrease year over year. The median days on market was 35. That is a 52% increase year over year. The number of active listings are up to 333. That is a 33% increase year over year. The number of new listings are up to 166. That is a 23% increase year over year. The overall month supply, that is how long it would take us to sell out of inventory if we stopped listing homes today, is currently sitting at 4.4. That is a 26% increase year over year. And last, and maybe most importantly, interest rates are sitting right around 6.9% for a 30-year conventional mortgage. So what does this all mean? Is it a good time to buy, a good time to sell? What the heck is going on? Well, for buyers, this might be the best market I've seen since 2018 when I got into the industry. Median sales prices are softening. We're seeing days on market increase, so we're not seeing the crazy bidding wars and you have to buy right now with no time to think that we were seeing for, again, since 2018. The number of active listings are up to a near, if not an actual, all-time high, so you have more homes to pick from than you've ever had, which means you get to find something that you might actually like instead of having to rush and jump into something. And overall, the number of new listings are up, so even if you don't like what's on the market, there's an influx of new properties hitting the market that are awesome, that might be what you love. There's more than you've had in the past. So overall, as a buyer, interest rates are higher, prices are up, so you might not like the payment, but every other aspect is in your favor. Everything else lets you take more time, get more concessions, and have a better experience. So what does this mean for sellers? Well, the prices are going down slightly, but not by much. So unless you bought in the last year, you're probably going to be ahead on your sales price. You're probably going to walk away with some money in your pocket. The days on market are up to 35, which is long compared to the last several years, especially pandemic years, but grand scheme of things historically, it's not a bad amount of time to be on the market. The number of active listings and new listings are up, which means you do have some competition, so you're going to need to be reasonable with your pricing, and you need to be aggressive with your marketing when trying to sell the home. And when the buyer asks for concessions, you might have to give some. But overall, it's a more normal market and a healthier market. So I don't think that makes it a bad time to sell. I think it just makes it a more normal and reasonable time to sell. And in national news, Realtor.com came out with more market stats. Nationwide, they said that inventory is up 30%, reaching a post-pandemic high. Pending sales fell 3% to the lowest we've seen since 2009. But prices are still remaining high since if people aren't getting their price, they're staying at home with those 3% interest rates. Homebuyer income requirements have soared 70% since 2019, which of course is a combination of prices and interest rates increasing like crazy. We've all seen it. But this is especially concerning given the Trump administration is currently targeting housing assistance, proposing a $33.6 billion cut to the HUD program, which primarily helps first-time buyers and low-income renters. And statewide, Washington just passed a bipartisan historic investment in housing and new measures to speed up permits and rehabilitate properties in an attempt to bring down the cost of housing statewide. And that's enough boring real estate. What fun stuff is going on in town? The Lazy Spring Fun Fair is going to be May 17th and 18th. They're going to have carnival, food, and crafts. The Packwood Memorial Day Flea Market is going to be on May 23rd through 26th. The Yelm Prairie Days is going to be on June 13th through 15th. They're going to have music, parade, and carnival. The Community Farmers Market here in Chehalis is coming back on June 3rd. And the one I'm probably looking forward to most, the Father's Day Barbecue Train Ride is going to be on June 14th and 15th. So what do you think? Is the market going up? Is it going to crash? Do you have any events you're looking forward to in the next month? Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.